Today is the fourth Sunday of Lent. Our gospel is from John chapter 3, verses 14 and following. Jesus speaks of being raised up. It's a metaphor for the cross. He refers to the bronze serpent episode from the Old Testament with Moses. He speaks of God so loving the world, he gave his only son. He also speaks of the light. John's gospel, in one of the early verses, identifies light as a major metaphor for the incarnation and the reality of Jesus in the world. The light has come into the world and dispelled the darkness. The darkness could not resist, could not overcome the light. Jesus here speaks of light together with truth, together with life. These are all of a piece, different ways of saying the same thing. God enfleshed among us, salvific, redemptive, liberating, life-giving. It's that metaphor of light I would like to use as a stepping stone into a very practical way of enabling us to make of our days, our ordinary experiences, spirituality, life as spirituality. I'm going to go to a text from Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov to begin that little journey. Fyodor, the father of the Karamazov family, and his three sons, Dmitri, Ivan, Alyosha, early in the story, have occasion to go to meet Father Zosima, who is a wise and saintly monk. The reason for their visit is that Fyodor, as seems to be the way with his whole life, is in conflict. And he's in conflict with his eldest son over money. Fyodor is an inveterate liar. It seems Fyodor is one of those people who couldn't tell the truth if his life depended on it. He's perhaps grown so habituated in the lie, he doesn't even know himself that he's lying. Father Zosima gives him a bit of a dressing down. And in the end of his dressing down, he says to him, above all, don't lie to yourself. That's where it all starts. Be honest with yourself. Face the truth in yourself. Dostoevsky in his novels is amazing the way he can deal with the universal, deep and lasting human struggles, with freedom, with responsibility and accountability, with truth and the lie, with goodness and evil. Very similar to John's gospel, actually. These are all themes that are prominent in John. And the light is one of the main ones. And the light implies truth. And the light implies life. Listen again to the words from the gospel near the end of the text. The light has come into the world, and people love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. For all who do evil hate the light and do not come into the light, so that their deeds may not be exposed. But those who do what is true come to the light. We have a saying, shine a light on it. And we also know from experience that people tend to hide bad deeds. They don't want to admit to them. So John is providing us with a metaphor that links us in with Father Zosima's advice to Fyodor Karamazov. Don't lie to yourself. This is, if you like, a simple doorway into daily life as spiritual exercise. Truth is everywhere. I am here. You are there. I am experiencing being here in a certain kind of way. That's truth. Don't get distracted by philosophical speculation. Be attracted by concrete reality, the truth of it. So if I am sad, lonely, angry, filled with hate, I am sad, lonely, angry, filled with hate. That's the truth of it. Name it, face it, submit to it. Trust the truth. In John's Gospel, chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. In chapter 8 of John's Gospel, he says, the truth will set you free. This is a way to build a light-filled life. Wherever you can, do whatever you can do to face the truth. Ours is a culture, we might say, that promotes a ricochet behavior. Rather than face and listen to the truth of painful, often uncomfortable experiences, we ricochet. We ricochet into some kind of inappropriate behavior often enough. What we say, what we do, what we are afraid to say, what we are afraid to do. The truth will anchor us. The truth brings light. It is the lie that brings darkness. Choice is ours. The light of life, the truth of our experience, our willingness to face it, or its opposite. What shall I choose?